walkthrough for marketing. So the first thing to note for this section of the tool is when you're looking at the steps, you can see that the first 4 steps say that the location of them are on the product tab. So for marketing, because it is a support function and because we are trying to make sure that the focus product of the LC has all the support it needs, marketing is going to have this pre-attraction section of current market information, competitor analysis, customer interviews, and customer flow on all of the product tabs. You're not required to do it all. However, you should support the focus product and maybe another product to complete this part so that way you as marketing understand the details of that product regarding their market and who their competitors are. And walking through this process together with that VP of that product will help you guys have really good synergy going into planning because you both understand the context of the product. In addition to this, you guys are going to have 3 steps that are by yourself as marketing, which is the signups review, the digital channels analysis, and the current customer review. So I'm going to walk you through all 3 of those so that way you understand how to do these parts. So the first is the signups review. So the intention of this is that you understand where your signups are coming from and which of them are most likely to convert. This information is going to use the last LC term and the term before that. So the first section here is for the 2021 LC term, and what you're going to do is you're going to filter by referral and by date of sign up, and that will tell you how many signups are in that phase. You do this on Expa. Once you fill out this whole chart, you're going to go to the next section. And this here, you're going to filter and fill in the digital marketing signups and digital marketing applicants. So this section here is going to actually reference the top chart, and it will tally up the number of signups that you get from digital channels and the number of signups that you get from physical channels. And what you need to do is go on Expa and filter by application applied date and by referral. And what you can do here is you're going to be able to see how many of your applicants come from digital channels and how many of your applicants come from physical channels. And the last section is word of mouth. This is just our referrals, meaning like who put down that like a friend recommended them to Isaac. And what this information is going to do for you is let you know which of these channels is most likely not just to get you signups, but also to get you signups that convert to applicants. The last part is by GV signups and GV applicants, or GT, GTE. And what this does is it tells you that people who are interested in a product, how likely are they to convert to applicant. You guys are going to use this information to help make decisions about which channels make the most sense for you to use in your LC term, and it'll give you more insights into when people put what product they're interested in, how that influences which product they will apply to. So that's the signups page. You're going to use Expa for this, primarily the people dashboard, and you should be familiar with this. However, you can use and look up Expa videos to learn how to do this section. The next is the digital channel review. The intention of this section is to review what digital channels your LC uses now, and to basically do a SWOT. We want to understand what are the strengths of those areas, what were the things you were successful in the past 6 months, what were the weaknesses, and then investigating what are the opportunities for growth in these channels and the threats. Overall, we're hoping that utilizing this review, you'll be able to go into your planning and understand exactly what you need to do for digital channels. The next is your current customer data. So how you're going to use this one is through looking at referrals. You can filter by these things on the people analytics on Expa. You can also do this utilizing the doll. There's a video on the hub already that explains how to utilize the doll file and where it is located, and how to analyze it to fill in specifically this section. This is actually the same section that existed on the pre-attraction tool from this semester and from the last year, so your LC should already have the majority of this information, so please talk to your predecessor to help you fill out this section. So once you have all of this, you guys should have enough information to understand the current state of marketing. I'm going to walk through the other 4 steps that you're going to do with your product as well. So these ones for OGX, the main thing that you're going to do is the market analysis. This is just understanding the big picture of where the product exists and who you have access to. The next section is the competitor analysis. This one is pretty self-explanatory. It has all of the questions here, so just follow along in order. But together you can sit down and you can think, okay, who is the first competitor that we have? When were they? Like, how big are they? Where are their offices located? Whatever. If it's just about like a university thing, this section, you can kind of like summarize. And then you want to know about like what are their product features, what is their pricing to understand the difference between our product and their product. The next is their marketing. How do people know about them? So you can evaluate this together to understand what tactics can you use to also advertise our product. The next section is the customer interviews. So this is incredibly important for both OGX and ICX. What this is going to do is give us the insights to our customers about how their buying habits have changed during this time. So the questions are targeted toward that topic. And also about their education level, if they're looking for employment, so that way you guys are able to understand your customers moving into making the marketing plan. The reason this is on the product tab, again, is because this is selective to that product, so you should only be contacting people who have applied to go on this product. So I'm going to say that again. For the customer interviews, you should be contacting people who have applied to go on this product specifically. You can contact opens or externals as well, but applied is the target. Then the last section that you do together with products is the customer journey map. You should have so many resources of this already, of how your predecessor has gone through this. There's other tools and stuff, but the primary intention of this section is that the function understands each phase and that they go through what are the activities that happen in that phase, but also what are the pain points, what are the activities that your LC does, and what areas of improvement do you see. And there's also a section about what the MC can do better, so we're looking to see what inputs you guys have in that section. So that's everything for the marketing walkthrough. The ICX section is very similar to the OGX one as well, and there's plenty of questions, so watch the product videos if you have anything else that you have questions about. That's it.